Can there be anything more lovely than the beauty of a tree? Her branches shining on the wind, dancing so gracefully. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show, The Purple Book by JAHAN-E Mann. And I welcome you all on behalf of myself and on behalf of Yasir Malik. So, how are you, Yasir?
Good morning, ma'am, and good morning to all your viewers. A lovely morning with a lovely theme, and what a lovely dress you're wearing. Completely inspired by the best of nature.
Thank you very much. And you must appreciate my background also. I have kept green today.
Oh,
Although this
yes,
green
yes,
is
yes, yes,
looking very
yes.
bright because
I
of the light.
was, I was so much engrossed in your foreground that I didn't look at the background. But yes, such an attractive foreground made my morning.
So, Yasir, without wasting the time in our chit chat, it's better we can come
Yes,
to the
yes.
point. Yes.
Let's come to the point, and the point that I'll
Actually,
be making today will be
today
nature
we have
is.
tiny tots also with us. So we have taken very simple questions because we have many very small kids.
Mm,
So I think I
yes,
request
yes.
you to just be little simple in your description of nature, please.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. So nature is all around us. Nature is what we see, what we hear, where we live, and we breathe the air that comes from nature. Nature in general consists of, as we speak, the lofty mountains, the vast sea, the chirping of birds, the beautiful green trees, the valleys, the rivers.
Oh,
This
yes.
is all
Nature is
that
all.
that is the component of nature. And nature inspires us, and that is why we come step out of our homes. We go sometimes into the desert to see how vast and how arid it is, and sometimes we climb the mountains to see the snowy covered peaks and waterfalls and rivers flowing down the mountains. And sometimes we just stay there and look up at the sky, and we see the gushing of wind and the clouds moving so very quickly. That is also one of the beautiful aspects of nature. So nature, as ma'am said, it's all of, and there are lovely, lovely creations that make up nature. Of course, trees and rivers and mountains are a part of it, but so are the animals, the birds, the lovely insects. Sometimes they are all part of the nature. And seasons, nature has all these beautiful seasons. So we see in the spring everything sprouts up, and then the summer comes when things go green, and then there's an autumn season when the leaves turn yellow and red, and they fall precipitously from the trees, and the trees are barren. And then comes a long winter where nothing grows on the trees. But as someone said, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? And people wait through winter, the gloomy, long, cold days, and then again comes the season of spring. But since there are certain senior students also here, um I would say that in nature, one of the beautiful creations of nature is a butterfly, and monarch butterfly is the largest of the known butterflies that exists. And we step out into the nature to when we go on picnics, so that we just don't enjoy it, but while we are enjoying it, we are also receiving a vitamin called vitamin D, which is there in the sunlight, which is made as a result of sunlight. And we climb mountains to scale up the heights. But sometimes people who are scared of going up to the mountains, and that fear of height, even which I have, is known as acrophobia, which is the fear of heights. And in nature, there are these lovely, majestic animals like lion and cheetah and tigers. Um, the Cheetah, of course, is the fastest running animal. It has a speed of 110 kilometers per hour. And and then, of course, when it comes to the rivers, there are beautiful rivers in the world. The longest river is the Nile River, which runs in Africa, which is also called the Dark Continent. And yes, there are at the moment, we have to take care of nature because we human beings are bent on sadly destroying nature, which has given so much to us, and it gives us all the time. And this virus is a wake up call for us to come out of our sleeping zones and to look how we are responsible for every single part of nature, not just the mountains and the rivers, but also the things around us. And and I just would I think end with one beautiful poem that I'm remembering at this moment, which was written centuries ago by one of the very famous poets of all time, which who wrote always on nature, William Wordsworth. And it was written in the month of March. And I'll just recite a stanza to you. In the morning, he writes about the morning. The cock is crowing, the stream is flowing, the small birds twitter, the lake doth glitter. The green field sleeps in the sun, the oldest and the youngest are at work with the strongest. The cattle are grazing, their heads never raising. They are 40 feeding one. Wow. So this was one of the stanza of the
Beautiful,
poem written by a
beautiful.
very famous poet, Marge. And as also, one famous couplet goes, and of course, ma'am would appreciate that. I'm a firm believer of that. That uh, as Iqbal said, uh, uh, हुस्न बेपरवा को अपनी बेनकाबी के लिए शहरों से ज्यादा अगर बन प्यारे हों तो शहर अच्छे की बन. And with that, I'll just leave it to ma'am to
Mm.
to
My vote
answer
will
the
go for the
question of the
bun.
couplet.
Yes.
One,
Yes,
bilkul.
I always appreciate the nature. I always love nature. If you give me the chance to visit any place, I'll always prefer to the places. Those are full of natural beauty, the mountains, rivers. Even I love deserts also because that also I think that that is
Oh,
naturally made. Yeah, not
one
not
of the
not
very
like artificial things.
exactly added beauty in its own plain self. Yes, deserts are beautiful if you have the eye to watch that beauty. Yes,
That's
ma'am.
true.
So I think we are ready for the exciting round of questions now. So if you would like to give
Yes.
the code to the children,
Yeah.
just so that they can
So
join.
So, my dear children, you are well aware of the rules. Those who are joining today, my tiny thoughts for them. We are going to give you a link and we are going to give you a code. Either you go by the link or by code. It's up to you. Joinmyquiz.com. There is an app named Quizzes. You have to go by that and then you have to click over there over the link and you will be sent to that page where the questions are there. And once you join, then you all are going to, we are going to start the quiz. So here already the code is there 071246. This is the code. And if you want to go by the link, I have already shared the link on YouTube and on a Zoom chat box. At these two places, I have already shared the link. I request you all to join fast so that I can start the quiz. And then Mr. Yasir Malik is going to read out the questions for you so that you can click on the correct answer. And for each answer, you are going
Very
to get,
happily and very excited.
yes, thank
Yes.
you. And for each question, they are going to get maximum 30 seconds. If before that they are finishing, it's going to be beneficial for them. They can complete within 10 seconds or 5 seconds because only they have to just click on the right option. Nothing to do, nothing to write in this. So here we go. We are going to start this quiz and I request Yasir to kindly start. I'll share the presentation.
Absolutely.
I'll share the questions just a minute so that you
So,
can start reading.
mhm. Wow.
Is this
Yes.
sound
So,
okay? Yasir, is this sound okay for you, or shall I
no, no,
reduce this
it's
sound?
completely fine for me. As long as I think you can just tone it down
Maybe
a
this is,
little so that they don't have
but maybe it's going to disturb the
just
participant.
it can. No, I don't think so. If you just tone it down a little, let it be there. I can be loud enough. I can speak in a loud voice. Yes.
Okay.
Mm. The sound does add a sense of competition to the quiz.
Yes. So
Mm.
now the first 10 questions are for the kids.
Right. So the first question is what you have to, is you have to tell what is this? The picture that you see, is it a sky? Is it an ocean? Is it the picture of a desert, or is it the entire earth, the globe? Aha. Yes, you definitely have to get past this question to answer anything about it. Yes, so the second question is coming to you is what is this that you see? Of course, the options are sky, ocean, river, or so I think this again. The third question comes. You have to tell exactly again what is it that you see. Do you see a butterfly? Do you see a flower? Do you see the sky, or is it the earth? hmm I think our little tiny participants today would be very, very keen on answering these questions. They would be really enjoying this. So this is the fourth question that is in front of you. You have to tell what do you see in the picture. Is it a mountain? Is it an ocean? Is it a desert? Or is it the sky? Now we have the fifth question. Again, a picture in front of you. Options are what do you see? Sky, ocean, forest, or earth? Next question. Another picture, and you have to choose is it a sky? Is it the ocean? Is it the mountain? Or the fourth option is earth. Wow. Those are lovely pictures, ma'am.
I think this
And
is
then
very difficult.
again, yes, this is a question that you all have to answer for. What do you see? What is this? Is it a sky? Is it the sky? Is it an ocean? Or is it a valley? What do you see is a mountain. I'll repeat again. Is it a sky? Is it an ocean? Is it a valley? Or is it a mountain? And what are these? The ones that you see? Um, Of course, do you see land? Do you see just birds? Do you see animals, or do you see reptiles? Again, a slightly tricky question, but I'm sure everybody would be able to answer this. Hopefully, a lovely picture there again, and you have to tell what do you see? Do you see sunshine? Do you see birds? Do you see sky, or do you see earth? And with that, another question. Ah, another beautiful, beautiful picture with turquoise waters. What is that you see? Is it an ocean? Is it a desert? Or is it a river? Or is it a sea? Ocean, desert, river, or sea? This is rather tricky. So this was the round that was for the juniors. And now some questions for the seniors. I'm sure these questions for the seniors will be a little more trickier. Okay, the question for the senior is, what is the largest known species of butterfly? Is it the Queen Alexander's birdwing, Gaulish birdwing, or monarch butterfly, or none of the above? Alexandra's birdwing, Goliath birdwing, monarch butterfly, none of the above. Mhm. I think I mentioned this while I was speaking to you, if you were careful.
If they were attentive, then certainly they are going to
Next
do
question.
right. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Attention just does pay, isn't it? Which vitamin is generated by the body on the exposure to sunlight? Is it A, vitamin D, vitamin K, vitamin B? Out of these four, A, D, K, and B, which is generated when we go out in sunlight? Acrophobia. What is it? Is it the fear of heights? Is it the fear of outdoors? Is it the fear of ducks? Or is it the fear of water? Ma'am, who is afraid of ducks? Well, I'll still have to find someone who is afraid of ducks.
But this is, you mentioned that
They are
you are
so
suffering with
pretty,
this.
so cute. Nothing features. Yes, yes, yes. So you have to tell. Maybe somebody has fear of ducks. I don't know. Ah, and you have to now tell which animal in nature hears best, has the best hearing capacity. Is it lion? Is it the dog? Is it the horse? Or is it the dolphin? Ha ha ha! I know this answer. You know, you just have to think about all the animals that you have whispered into the ears of, and then you'll know. Aha, lovely. And on the next question about cheetah. How fast is the speed of cheetah? Is it 10 kilometers per hour? Is it 110 kilometers per hour? Is it 100 kilometers per hour? Or is it 200 kilometers per hour? Wow,
Whatever is
ma'am,
the speed, he is
this is
faster
against
than
me.
me.
Yeah, definitely, definitely for sure. I can't even run at 10 kilometers per hour, to be honest, you know. So if the cheetah slows down to 10 kilometers per hour, even then I won't be able to outrun him. Next question. Let's go on to the next question, ma'am. Which is the longest river on earth? I think I touched upon it. You have to tell. The options are Yamuna, Ravi, Nile, or Amazon. Mhm. Yamuna, Ravi, Nile, or Amazon. You have to choose which is among these is the longest river on earth. Next question, ma'am. Mhm. Which instrument used to measure wind speed? Okay, thermometer, barometer, anemometer, or air pressure gauge. You have to tell which instrument is used to measure wind speed. Is it thermometer, barometer, anemometer, or air pressure gauge? All right, ma'am. I think we are almost nearing the end of our question and answer session. I think a couple of more questions to go, isn't it? Yep. Let's move on to the next question. The next question that you would see on the screen is, we'll ask you what is the top color in a rainbow. You have to tell whether it's red, green, blue, or yellow. Red, green, blue, or yellow. And the final question that you would see on the screen will ask, hmm, who is destroying animals? Are those stars? And of course, do you think babies can do it? So, with that, I think the round of questions is over. You and I can see in the chat box, almost all of you, in fact, seems like have finished with the question far before I had read them. So you're all very intelligent. Questions, answering the question even before the questions were read out to you. How how astounding. Aha, and as I can see, quite a lot of participants today, and some are still going. I think you still have some time, and many of them have finished answering the questions. That is lovely.
So there are 30 participants out of that 24 have already completed. And now we are going to end this quiz. And let's see.
Quiz is coming to an end, and then we'll see the scores.
So congratulations, Asfreen and Aditya, and who else was there? Nikhil. These are top three.
Nikhil Sharma.
Yes, Nikhil Sharma and Aditya and Asfreen. These are top three. And rest you can see, Yasir, that how 100% marks are scored by top 6 participants. Asfreen, Aditya, Nikhil.
A round of applause to all the lovely participants,
Faisal
and
Jamil.
especially to the toppers.
Yes, Miraj Fatma is at 95, Faisal Jamil at 95, and other 4 are on 100%. Congratulations, and let us call them and just try to find out that how they are able to do this wonder. This is really wondrous. And there are many participants, I think they all joined quite late. So they have not even started yet. We can see Sultan, then Mohyuddin, then Arushi, then Aisha Athar, then I think we must request the participants to be on time, to be punctual, so that they all can get chance to participate. So
yes,
let
that
me
is
call
important,
on.
that you have to
Yes.
be punctual. If you come late to the party is over.
Yeah, that's true. So let's call these winners or the highest scorers. Please switch on your video and join us here with us and share your experience. How was it?
Nikhil.
Let everybody come, and then Nikhil is on the screen. Yes, Nikhil.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you?
Well done, Nikhil. Well done again. Were you one of the toppers last week also? Were you one of the toppers in the last week quiz? Nikhil,
Yes, sir.
can you unmute yourself? I'm asking, you were the toppers in the last week quiz also, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Did you grab a position? Oh, good. Well done. I like you very much. You're regular. You do very well. And in the race all the time. You're very punctual. Well done, Nikhil.
Thank you,
Who is
sir.
It looks like you are somewhere outside in nature. Are you? I can see a tree behind you.
Somebody is crying. Who's there? Nikhil? So Nikhil, who was crying? Your sibling? I think they are out, so there is some problem. Let me call now. Let me call.
I hope he's not beating up anyone. Zanul, good to see you. How did you score, Zanul? What was your score today?
I have to unmute him first. Yes, Zanul, now you can unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Yes, tell me, how was your experience with the quiz?
That was very good.
What is your score?
100%.
Wow, 100%. All these questions were very easy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so thank you very much and congratulations from both of us. And now let's call Aditya Sharma. Aditya Sharma, all of you, please switch on your videos. Don't wait for the invitation to arrive to you.
Good evening, ma'am and sir.
Good evening. How are you, Aditya?
Ma'am, fine.
How was it?
Ma'am, very good.
Did you enjoy?
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you very much and congratulations. You are, I think, 100% a scorer, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
I think I should tell their scores to others as well so that they can know that where they stand. So here we are, Faisal Jamil 95%, Miraj Fatma 95, Maria 95, Arushi 95, Nikhil 95, Munib 95, and Joveria 85, Rabib 90, Asfarin 85, Muhammad 80, Safia 80, Zikra 80, Aisha Fatma 75, Mumtaz 80, Sana 70, Munazza 65, and I don't know, somebody is with the name of AS. AS 60, Zad 60, then Rahma Khan is 35, and somebody with the name of Number is 20%. Aisha 15. So these are the scores. Congratulations. Yes, Miraj is joining us. Yes, Miraj.
Good evening, sir and ma'am.
Good evening. Now Miraj will say it was so simple because today we have invited tiny tots with us. So we want them also to have exposure. So that's why today's quiz is very easy.
Yes.
10 questions were very simple. Now tell me what else you have to say. What else you have to say?
The quiz was really good. Ma'am, I think you have muted Miraj and that's why she can't speak.
No, she can unmute herself. Please unmute.
Oh, okay.
No, when I was about to say it was very easy, yeah. Only some of them which were hard, I couldn't do. No, not hard, I must say that. It was my own fault, yeah. I didn't do.
It was your own fault. Well, I hope you won't make the fault next time and you will answer those questions correctly. Very good, Miraj, at least for participating. Don't care much about what went wrong. Think about what went right, okay? And ma'am, from this day onwards, at least to the participants that actually come out with good scores, I would like to give them a homework every time on the topic that, not to all of them, but to the ones who have topped the quiz or have come in the top 10. So you go and this week, from this week until next week, just find out a poem, a good poem by William Wordsworth, and read it. Just read it, okay? William Wordsworth, any poem of nature, there are thousands of poems. My favorite is To the Daffodils. Read that poem, okay?
I think they must be knowing if we can ask them right now to recite. So out of these students, somebody will be able to recite any poem of on nature by William Wordsworth. Anyone?
The one who recites, I'll give him a chocolate right away.
It's very difficult to get from you because how are you going to send?
I'll eat. That's another matter that I'll eat on behalf of that person, isn't it? I can do that. Consider that it's going in your...
I volunteer to send them. I courier to them. And that I can do from Delhi.
No, okay, I think it's easier if I make them taste it right now, although I'm tasting on their behalf, isn't it?
Okay, so anyone is there for a poem on nature by William Wordsworth? Okay, so now let me call the
or by any other poet. By any other poet. That is why I have given them the homework, isn't it?
Yes.
That now they have to go. and they have to find that poem. They have to find one poem, and it's better if they can memorize it, but at least read it a couple of times. Okay, you'll do that for me? Miraj, will you do that for? Oh, Miraj is saying, nodding her head.
Sure, sure, she will
Sure,
do.
sure, sure. Then I'll
Yes.
surely eat this chocolate on your behalf, Miraj.
Now let me call Rabib. I think Rabib is the youngest participant who has joined first time. Yes, Rabib, will you join us here and tell me how was your experience about this quiz? Rabib Ahmed. Rabib Ahmed is from grade 3. Anyone from grade 2 or 1?
Grade 3. Rabib, where are you,
Yes,
darling?
Rabib. Hmm.
How,
How, yes, Walaikum Salam. How was your experience with this quiz? पहली बार आप कर रहे थे ये, कैसा लग रहा था आपको? आपने कितने क्वेश्चन सही किए? कितने क्वेश्चंस किए आपने?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा था।
कितने क्वेश्चन सही किए आपने?
मैम 2 गलत थे, 2 रॉन्ग।
Okay, okay. So only 2 were wrong. No issues. Next time you can prepare well. And now let me call Asfareen.
Chocolate for you, Rabib, also. Okay.
जी मुनज़्ज़ा, आप कुछ कहना चाहती हैं?
नो मैम।
How was your experience with this?
मैम वेरी गुड।
What was your score? So thank you very much, my dear lovely kids. You know, every time we should not challenge the students. At times we have to do the things for fun as well. So this time it was for fun because we have
Absolutely.
given lots of easy questions as well. And I'm sorry, Yasir, you can unmute yourself. And I thank all the participants. Because of you, this quiz is going on quite well. And you are learning at the same time you are having fun with Yasir Malik.
And I'm having fun with all of you. Thank you for giving me such a fun time on this lovely weekend morning. And we'll see you next week, inshallah, with the next round of quizzes on a new topic. And until then, I'll be eating your chocolates. Okay.
So somebody has given the suggestion that next quiz should be on Indian monuments. We have already said that, okay, the first option, we are going to accept it. So this is the first option.
Indian monuments next time.
Yes. So the topic for next quiz is Indian monument. Please prepare well and all the best for that.
Great.
Thank you very much. See you next Saturday.
Bye-bye.